Good morning, good night, and good evening, lovely people. Welcome to another episode of Rugger's Corner with your usual suspects, Rajiv Harton and Xavier the Duck.
Yes,
Um,
sir.
Quiet week. I will admit that I was crashing out in silence, seeing my New Zealand Warriors team lose, but we don't talk about that. Anyways, um, game week 8, we have the under
Yep.
20 Jamaica Union team, to try their best against the best in the Pan American region. I would suppose geographies and the national Jamaica, I assume female and male has fixtures to play, Rajiv, correct?
Yeah, that's correct. Both
So,
females and males.
we have a bit of topics to get through, but we'll get through them. Starting out with the game 8 fixtures, I believe that's where we should begin. Um, Even though we already gave our predictions last video, I suppose the professional thing to do is to dissect it a bit more to make it seem as if say we're taking this seriously.
But we are taking it seriously. I don't care nobody
Why
about
am I not?
taking it seriously.
Why? Why? Leave that up to the fans. Leave that up to the fans. Fans will decide. Um,
Yes, I decided correct.
of course, before we talk about that, of course, it's been a rest week for I believe every team. Some
Yeah.
teams would have taken the weekend to do some fine tuning training drills. Other teams,
Yep.
as we know, would not be doing a thing, live their best life, come back like nothing is happening. It's their choice. Um, as a former player, Rajiv, or still a semi active player, what would
That's
you be doing?
not active, not at all.
And just go with the flow, no, sir. Yeah, make the thing look so difficult. What would you be doing in a rest week, such as the one that is going to be finishing by Monday?
Well, normally in our rest week, we normally train, we normally go through our set plays, fine tuning the 1%ers, the kick and chase, the groundworks, getting three man into the tackle, rolling away, getting the marker squared. Those are small things, ensuring that the small details are fine tuned because that's where you're going to win the game. So, in back when I used to play in our houses, that's what we used to do.
Man, man, make it sound as if say, yo, back in my day, like say, yo, man, you really you're not that old, bro.
Unfortunately, I am. I am. I just don't look my age. Don't tell nobody.
um, yeah, fine tune set plays, ensures you work for your tackling drills. Um, I don't think watching professional matches is not done often enough. If it is, probably only a few teams do it. And I guess you could say it shows who and who watches because the game over time is adapting, it's getting faster. Forwards are no longer just hit and bash. The forwards passing the ball a lot more. The forwards are part of set plays. So, there's room for improvement for all teams. Teams can take a lot from learning how the game is played now with the new rules. Adapt your game style accordingly. But it all depends on the players and if they are willing to put in the work.
That is true. That is so true because it doesn't make sense. You just get up every Saturday and say, "Oh, we're gonna play rugby." What's the point when you have two or three teams that way ahead of you? You're gonna get you're gonna play and you get 100, 200, and then the younger players that you have coming up, them not gonna lose like that, and then them are gonna either drift to a different team or they just say, "Oh, now play the sport." Hey, some these younger players have I wouldn't say ego, but sportsmanship and then competitiveness really high. So you have to put in the training and put in the work for actually show the younger players and say, hey, once you work, once you train, winning are gonna come eventually. But just normal training and then that's it. That not gonna work. That not gonna work.
Um, agree and disagree. Most of these younger players that we know, they do have a lot of ego. Some of it is good, most of it is bad. I would say. Um, if they had actually channeled most of that energy into crafting their game to live up to their full potential, I would have no issues. But some of them don't do it. Majority do. But the same bad apples keep on popping up week after week. And we don't need to call any names. These players know themselves. If they want to run into the inbox and complain about we us picking on them, they can be my guest. The fact of the matter is, we are in a golden generation right now, and I would hate to see this golden generation end up like players such as Dunga, Sub Zero, or any other player that you want to call, where the talent just dies out and becomes just a what if or what could have been.
Mm, that's understandable. That's understandable because we do have some really good talents now coming up now, and if these players continue to train the way they're training and putting the effort in rugby overall. I do see a few of these players on the national team and playing like international games, like upcoming one with Canada and USA and so on and so forth. So it, I don't think they understand the joy or the pride that comes with playing for the national team. So as a former national player, put on that jersey there, brother, and you go up and if you say you represent Jamaica, it feel good. It feel good. And I just go there say, oh, you're gonna play rugby, your country you represent. And you have to go there to your fullest standard and play to your full ability. You get me I say? You have to go there go show out.
I can't really, because I have never been picked for a female national team, so I can't relate.
So yes, yeah. We ain't going back down that rabbit hole. We're not going back down that rabbit hole.
Fun and jokes aside, you know, everybody is entitled to their opinion. You're not being paid. Fine. You don't want to put out effort. That's your business. Other people get some joy out of representing their country, not because they're being paid for it, but because patriotism goes a long way. You know, a lot of us might say we're not patriots, but some of us still cuss off the River Boys because they work this. Some of us still cuss off West Indies when we not watch them. And we can't pretend like, oh, we don't care and oh, this and that. The fact is, we still care. It's just that we
Facts.
can't be bothered. Cause this is me every week. I'm missing news in our Warriors. I lose a match. But just comes people say I'm negative, but I just think I'm a realist. There are just certain times when I just know my team is going to just fall flat on their face with egg on them face, and we just have to just accept it.
That is true. That
Um,
is true.
but I do hope you know these upcoming fixtures. A lot of people don't really give us a chance, especially given that we have France in our rearview mirror right now for the World Cup qualifiers. Other
Yes.
people don't.
Very tough
Other
game.
people. Other people don't give us a chance, but rugby is 80 minutes. Anything can happen. They are, they are, for all I know, France players them can get struck with COVID and 24 of them main squad get knocked out and they have to go pick one C team play with. I'm not calling down anything bad on the players them. Listen,
Just saying.
not calling out.
Just saying.
I'm just I'm just saying sometimes karma just strikes certain countries for what they have done. If it is so. Anywho,
Life
um,
happens.
so game week 8. Even though we
Yes.
ran through these and we kind of just said, the fixtures speak for themselves. Let us have our best foot forward to see exactly where and where what will happen. So, um, the great Thundercats versus the
Hyenas.
Western Kingston Hyenas. So,
Yep.
for context, Hyenas finally picked up their first victory last week. Alleviate the pressure. Thundercats came off their, I would say, their most impressive win since their inception in the league, defeating the big dogs themselves in doing the Park Red Sharks. Standout
First half of
performance
the
from
season. Yep.
Mr. Tajay Lynch. Um, I honestly don't see how this match can go anywhere else apart from in the favor of Thundercats because even though Hyenas did win last week, I just don't see them having the depth or the firepower to deal with a Thundercats team, even if it doesn't have all their star players playing.
Yeah, I don't see it either. I don't see the Hyenas beating Thundercats this Saturday. I would say though,
Mm-hmm.
if they do beat them, if they do beat them, it's Catching's fault. That's all I'm saying. But I, I don't see them beating them. Honestly, I don't. I've looked at this so many ways, and I don't see Hyenas coming out on top. It has to be some form of miracle. But as I
I
said,
mean,
rugby is
if
eight
I,
innings.
I
Anything is
mean,
possible.
I can tell you of one possible way Highness can win, but it's a very long margin percentage. It's like 2% possible if the players actually start to listen to their senior players, aka Rochi, and actually do what they have been doing for the last 2 years, which was working together instead of against each other. But again, it's a long shot.
That is a very long shot because this Thundercats defense, even though it is not 100%, it is one of the best defense in the league so far. So that is going to take a whole lot to break down.
Here. So, um, predicted scores. 70 to 12 in favor of Thundercats.
That gonna be nice. That gonna be nice. I'm going to say 50-0. I'm going to be nice.
Man, say man be nice. Man, say man didn't give them the chance to score. Yo!
I'm going to be nice. So let's see. Let's see how it goes. 50-0 in favor of Thundercats.
Uh, boy, you're cool for that one. Moving on. Um, so Red Sharks versus Dragons. So they're running it back.
Yes, yes.
Um, Sharks would be, I assume, smart in their wounds after losing that match against Thundercats, and I'm
Yep.
sure the coaching staff would have laid into their players, specifically the senior players, but tone down the voice. Nah, pretend like say, yo, me nah, you know. Um, After rewatching the match versus JDF, I do have to commend the Dragons forwards, specifically Joseph Mitchell, Hakeem, Richards. They were the only few players that were breaking the JDF line consistently. If only they
Oh,
had.
so last week I mentioned about Joseph, eh? Eh? And I behave like say. I mean, that never makes
You,
sense.
you,
Eh?
you, 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 you want to take this outside, sir? You want to take this outside?
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I mean, not get a man in flowers. Eh? Yeah, behave like say. I shouldn't. Eh?
Oh,
Anyways.
and then when, and
Anyways.
then, and no, when it comes,
Con-
I keep the same energy.
continue.
When
Continue
I
with
come
what you were
run down
saying.
someone who get red card, I'm tell you, say, yo, I just saw you go. Man, go on, man. Bias, man. Bias. Anyways, um, so I believe, and this is just me, Dragons have a good team. Unfortunately, their playmakers, for some reason, always let them down. I don't know why. I don't know how. But they get put into so many good positions. I'm like, anybody else would be scoring a try off of this. But
Facts.
I could, but
Facts.
I could be reaching here. Um, I don't see how Dragons beat Sharks because I believe it's a cardinal sin for Sharks to lose to Dragons, especially given that Sharks seem to always play Dragons with motivation that they're going to ramp up the scoreline. I will say this Sharks team is as vulnerable as I've seen it. They are not defending as a team. They are defending as individuals. So if Dragons are to win, I would say pressure the middle, pressure the edges. Because no one is defending for the Sharks. But I do still see Sharks winning this match.
And I said to for Dragons to pressure Sharks middle, you are looking at Joseph, Rampire, Akeem, and what's the other name?
Alex.
Alex. Those four players alone. And for 80 minutes, pressure and Sharks middle for 80 minutes with four players, not possible. Not possible. No matter how you look at it, it's not possible. So that not gonna work. That definitely not gonna work. Especially if you have Daniel, Janga, Static, and 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 my brother down the middle. What name?
Shanto.
Shanta down the middle. That would never happen. So I'm gonna say that I don't see them pressure in that middle. They have to go find a different game plan. Trust me. But I say 80 minutes at a rugby, anything possible. But those two Dragons winning this one either.
Honestly, Dragons, I don't think they're going to win. But if their playmakers have any amount of rugby knowledge, and no, I'm not picking on anybody specific because I know I'm pick for certain people that you go hear about how I mean a bully. If they actually use their tackle five option sensibly, they can
Yeah.
actually pressure Sharks back three. If they even have a back three, honestly.
Well, I said they have been rotating players really often, so would have to
Yeah,
take
but
into
I see but I see him two wingers them every week. Even if I know it two same man, I two same set of players every week. You know what? I'm going to stop being nice. You see if Dragons really want to come to a pressure Sharks, they man, kick the ball to Akil and Alex all day. I'm not saying they're going to drop the ball, but 9 times out of 10 the ball go knock on. I'm just saying.
well, well. I like I say, I go get some of the balls, not all, but some. But
Yeah,
yeah,
but this, yeah. If the sun is not in his eye, but we all know so the sun go day and eye, so he can get knocked.
that's possible, possible, but still lost to them a win.
And again, can Joseph Shea and Kenneth Walker please help Alex? Like, bruh, me I get annoyed. I see the man them I left the little youth run I back to defend myself, my youth. It is annoying.
Well, I don't know what the issue is with that, you know. I'd have to ask the coaching staff for more
No,
insight on that.
me not ask somebody none, you know. Me not ask somebody none. I continue. You see, there's a man love chat, you know. So anything more talk and them feel away about it, well, that game no suffer. Simple as that.
Predictions. Predictions.
Why 74 to 0, you know. Tell you honest truth. In favor
Wow.
of
Hey.
Sharks.
So they're not over try one.
I mean, you remember what happened last season? It was 162. So,
Me I go depend on my friend Rampire and some of the um Pearson to make a try stills. So I'm going to say 60 for 8. Let's see.
all
Let's
right.
see. I'm being
Um,
nice this week, you know. I'm being very nice this week.
can't say you don't make Iners get a score, man. Go.
Uh,
So Bulls, I'm assuming females versus the Sledgehammers
Sledgehammers, yeah,
females. And this is the first female fixture for this season.
yeah. Hopefully,
Um,
yeah. Let's see.
hmm, it's because I don't know much about who and who. I keep on seeing these players play for each other, so I don't know who and who is going to show up from who won't show up. But I will say
Yeah.
this. I will say this. Sledgehammers have my money for the win. Still, just saying.
Well, man, I like still because when I know I'm to them females and them players are from BB cooking a butt.
Speed, speed,
So yeah, man, banana.
speed.
A country
Yeah,
hill where them have to climb. Man,
yo, body can't tell me nothing. Them females are run. What type of high school girls run in high school again? 11 point something? Yeah, man.
so that them are
So,
run.
so, sub 12 seconds. Yeah, man.
Hey, and them strong, you know.
What?
Hey, them strong. Country living, man. Country living. So yeah, man. Sergio Masuma, I would say, man.
Yeah, man. I don't know if Bulls will have a full strength team, but big up Finley, big camera Finley, for keeping the program alive.
Yep,
And we
yep.
hope that your girls are injury free as well as the Bulls females. Come the end of the match, hopefully it plays out. Yeah, but Sergio man's for money. Yeah, man.
Yeah. Final game for the weekend for the days.
Ah, Washington Bulls versus JDF Warriors. It's quite funny how the tables have turned. 3 seasons ago, Bulls was beating this JDF team left, right, and center.
Left, right,
Now,
and center.
now JDF has returned the favor back to the original status quo of beating Bulls. Um, it is not impossible for Bulls beat this JDF team, and I will say, and I'm going to tell you why. Because JDF cannot defend.
That I
and
agree.
and and I've seen videos of them tackling wild. They don't tackle as a team, them tackle wild.
That
And
I will agree with.
if Bulls need to have Drummonds, I speak to Drummonds, Echo Drummonds, Shock. Drummonds, Pinocchio, um, Timar, Michael. Can't believe somebody actually called about Shamar Walker. Yeah. We need to bring the team forward. Tyreek, come back in the country, right?
I'm not 100% sure. I think so, no? Yes, but if I
Arma
am,
go, Ar,
if
Ar, Arma, Ar, is he going out here to play for the Panam team as well?
yeah, that's what I'm saying. If I am not incorrect, I think he's going to go with the junior Panam team. Um, I think he's on the list. I think I saw his picture post up on the Jamaica Rugby Union page. So I'm not 100% sure. I'd have to check, but I think he's going with them. But
Either way, um, both players they need to play simple structure. 1, 2, 3, hit up,
yep,
pass when needed. If you're shifting, shift the ball quickly and fast. I don't know if you know, but JDF doesn't. You see when you pass within JDF's red zone, they don't really know what to do. And if you and I don't know if you pick this up as well, Rajiv. You ever pick up that the JDF winger is always trying to jump in very
yeah,
early?
yep, yep,
If any of the Bulls playmakers are listening to this, and I hope you guys do, one cutout spiral pass, even if it's not a cutout spiral, run directly to the JDF winger. I promise you, you'll have a lot of joy down there.
and
Um,
it's the boat wingers as well. And not just one. And they always
yeah,
come in close.
but
Don't
the
know why.
issue is, can Bulls defend out for 80 minutes against this JDF team?
A very strong JDF attackers that can they?
Because JDF is scoring tries for fun. And forwards are score a try, Machine has score a try, and Iggy has not played all the matches either.
Nope.
And Iggy are one of them stronger players. Chin has not played a lot of matches either. I mean, so the young players, them,
I think the Bulls has a somewhat decent defense. The only issue is I have with them is that they're not talking. if they can communicate properly in the game, I think they will limit the score line. But if not, they are going to get flooded with tries. But we have to wait and see. Hopefully, hopefully the rest week they do fix that. But apart from that, it I don't think it's going to be a close game, but it won't be a pushover for JDF if Bulls fix what they need to fix.
Yeah, I do still JDF winning the match though, because I don't think the players have enough experience in a defensive mindset to
Yeah,
coordinate for 80 minutes to hold out a this JDF attack, even though the attack is as simple as we've spoken about week
very
after week.
simple. Yep.
But whatever works for them. Um, I don't know why, but I see Tamari Jans, if he plays, scoring a hat trick for
That
Bulls.
that's possible. That's possible.
Yeah,
If
me know some people go hear me and say, yo, why me a meet right this little youth? Yo, that's creepy. Me I say, yo, brother, the man running style just put a smile to my face every time I see the man a full fly. Yeah, you
him
know, not
can
have
play,
no players. I don't have no players. I don't just see them and run with the ball. It just ring joy to your face.
that man, hey, me say it here, them I say so once him develop better and him comfortably in a position him a play, man I go unstoppable brother.
Think,
Unstoppable.
think
Trust me.
they need to train him and turn him into a fullback. That's my honest take.
Full
But
back
you know,
maybe.
as a coach once told me, not every winger can play as a fullback. So
Facts.
I digress. But
Facts.
one of them young players that we just enjoy seeing, and man don't back down from nobody. Not any,
Nope.
and this is a I don't think the man reached 20 yet. The man I think he's still 18, 19.
Probably not 100% sure about him age, so but probably.
I think when he started playing, he was 16, 17. That's how young the man be.
Hmm.
And yeah, I think he's 18 now. Yeah. So the man don't reach in prime yet. And the fact say, oh, the man nah back down from nobody. He's
I'll
running
say
into
this
contact.
though.
You know?
I'll say this though. If this Bulls team, this young Bulls team, stick together next 2 or 3 years, they they are going to be one of the top contenders for the finals. Probably even winning it, but we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah. But I do think JDF will probably score about 40 points. And Bulls probably might get 20, 24 points, possibly.
Uh, I'll agree with that scoreline. I'll agree with that scoreline. So
So yeah, that's our predictions. Any players you're looking forward to any team specifically?
um um Andre Lee from Catherine, one of the players, and I really want to see him get comfortably in the winger position and start playing more like uh more like a rugby league winger when he's playing rugby league. If he can do that, then yeah. From JDF, I can never remember this guy name. The winger from JDF. The name
Oh,
of
Cheshire Thompson, yeah, that.
yeah, that name. I can never pronounce him on first name. I'm not try to butcher it. So
Yeah, man.
him,
Cheshire Thompson,
him. I look forward to see him
Mister
playing.
Speed.
I look forward to see him playing. Um, Shanto, Shanto has been really consistent through the competition. So hopefully he can keep being consistent for the rest of the competition. We'll have to wait and see Saturday. Um, Hyenas, Hyenas players is Hyenas players, but you have
Kemar, Ke-
um
Kemarin needs to step up. Cameron
that's it.
Williams needs to
That's
step up.
That's the name I was looking for. Hey, people, don't judge me for names here. I'm not good at names. Sometimes I even forget my own name. But anyways, yeah. If him step up and play the game him supposed to play, then we should have an even closer game. Bulls, Drummond, I really hope Drummond step up this coming Saturday and actually take control of the game and control the middle, control the nine and stuff like that. And as again, if him do that, the scoreline should be closer. But those are my top pick, the players that I'm looking forward to see playing.
Yeah, I agree. Um, Thundercats, I think them need to start Brandon and not play him off of the bench. That is Brandon Barrett. Actually, I don't want to even start him on the wing. Put him as a nine or the seven or some playmaking responsibility. What I want to see, seeing as this is hyenas and it shouldn't be too difficult, I want to see if he's just off the cuff footy or if he knows how to get a team from point A to point B. Probably not. But if he does play on the wing, he needs to stop playing Call of Duty and actually look for some work.
Brother, I've been saying this for the longest while. The man supposed to play nine. If he not play nine, put him on six. The man, him out pan the wing and waste him a waste. Him literally out pan the wing and waste. But the man a nine or six. I've been I said this for how long now? Years me I said this now and still the man still out pan the wing. I don't know why I'm obsessed with playing wing. I don't
Because
know
he
why.
wants, you know why, bro. Because he wants to step. He wants to look fancy. You know that.
But that is not the entirety of rugby. You can
It
still be
is.
a nine. You can still be a nine and step people. You can still be a six and step people. But
Oi,
the
there are
talent are
certain
waste out on
players.
the wing.
There are certain players who responsibility is not something that you want to give them. And he's just unfortunately one of those who are shown that responsibility in that position. He doesn't want it.
But even if my play them play on the wing, him still need to come in and get some work done. Him not do that.
Alright, I'm not going to dispute that he doesn't get work done. He just isn't consistent and doing it at a frequency that is to my liking. But then again, who am I? Who am I?
Well, I'm not going to stop saying it. Even if you come off a wing and go play nine or six, I'm not going to continue to say it until it happens. So we'll see.
Yeah, well, you go with it angry by them times. You go for yourself, bro. Hyenas, Cameroon, it has been lopsided from him. If you're a national winger, I don't know. He's not leading. He's falling back into the same trap. So I want to see a good performance from him. The Sharks, we need Alex to improve on his ball handling. Alex is playing like he is just another winger.
Mm,
And I don't see how you are as the fullback, sure. Defensively, well, we find out last week said defensively. He's not very strong after all. But anyways, other than that, because anybody could have get beaten by Lynch on that day. Um, for a fullback, he looks for work a lot. He loves to carry the ball into contact, but again, that's not your job. It's not your job. And if you play a role, and if you do more with the ball, because a lot of times the ball pass to him and he has options, he doesn't use it. He must crash. That's not your job as a fullback.
nope, nope.
Dragons, Kitson if you lift him game. Um, Malik, the love of God, stop. grab off of the man them jersey. Please. The centers for Dragons need to step up their game. And please, somebody tell Adrian to just shut up and play the game. I beg you. I promise you, if you not tell, if a man just shut up, the game will go much smoothly for Dragons. Now I say no go win, but the game will go smoothly.
Say, and now but the game will go way smoothly.
No, this is not just from me. National coaches have said this about this man. This man, you have to talk, but you talk too much. You see me? You
Uh,
are a referee. You are a referee, and yet still every match you argue with the referee about call against the side. But all kind of see me I get upset, but see me I get upset. But sorry
don't
about
make
that.
the,
Sorry about
don't make the man upset his spirit.
that. Can't see Finley and whoever is coach for the female boys team. I need to send me a list of players them. Cause I need somebody to start glaze for the team them, brother. There's no way we are talking about female rugby league. I don't have no name and no player. Unacceptable. Um, Bulls, JDF, Cesare Thompson for JDF, Courtney Dennis, Machine, um, Ajik Slyly, but me not butcher the man last name. Um, Romeo Wright, I believe. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, and
big
Java
guy.
Hall, big man, big man, big man. If me see you run and cut back in 50 at times just to get catch, you know what?
Hey,
Mm, mm. I will wait. I will wait.
I say you will wait.
Bulls, Imari Johnson, Carl, Gilani, all of you, Shamar. Yeah, man. Want to see a good performance from you, lads. Germans knows what I expect from him. And I know if his older brother was here and he older brother would have told him, say, yo, big man, fix that.
That is true. Facts. Well, let's
But
see.
yeah,
Should be a fun weekend for rugby league. So let's see. Um,
yeah,
during the Panam Games, male U20, they will be taking on. They will be taking on Trinidad and Tobago, Mexico, and Bermuda. Um, should they honestly U20? I think they should come out on top.
yeah, they
And
should, but it's not. Yeah, but as we saw in the run tournament, every team is wants to smoke. Yeah, man.
yeah,
I made sure I watch the run tournament in full this time. Yeah, man. Every team want to smoke. Yeah, man. They must say, yo, Jamaica now just go steam roll. Except man, a steam rice and all these things. Yeah, man. Everybody want to smoke.
I think the biggest challenge would be Mexico. Not Mexico, Trinidad Tobago. I think that they would be the biggest challenge for them. Mexico second and Bermuda after that. But
I thought enough. I feel say this is a wide open race to me. Wide open. Me personally. All right. Tell you
maybe
what. Me tell you why I say that. We have seen Jamaica do this before where, oh, yeah, man, the one before us are strong and egg on them face, them lose the tournament. So
that is true.
I'm
That is true.
I don't think we need to go into this tournament underestimating anybody. We play everybody like we are playing on USA. That's how I think the
Facts.
mentality should be.
That is true. Well, let's hope that's the mentality that they go with. But from the run tournament to now, I do think they have the ability to win. I think they have the players as well. So I'm hoping that they come out on top. I'm hoping that they take the opportunity to show that um, they are the best of the best. but we'll have
Mm.
to wait and see. Um, if it doesn't, still congrats to them for reaching so far. But I really do hope to see them come out and talk from that tournament. Should be a fun tournament for them as well. The U20 women will be taking on USA, Canada, and Mexico now. Them have them work cut out for them. Them
All
have them
as
work
this
cut out for them.
all the smoke.
Ah, listen, because Canada and USA, yeah, powerhouse, powerhouse. So that's our uphill battle, especially against USA. Let's hope that I know that Naomi that is playing. You have two females on BB Cook as well. What's her name again? She always a post on social media. What's her name? We mentioned her couple episodes ago. Varnica. Varnica? No, it's not Varnica. Can't remember her name. Anyways, remember her name, me posted. Can't remember her name.
Yeah.
We can't remember her name though. But yeah, they have a uphill battle for them. Um, let's hope they get a couple wins against Mexico. Mexico have a fairly strong team as well, so that is going to be an issue. But I do think that they can come out on top. Hopefully, they can make it to the finals. But let's see. They have a really tough fixtures ahead of them. Really, really tough fixtures ahead of them.
Well, never say never.
Yep,
Anything is possible. But regardless of the outcome, we are still very proud of these young ladies who are putting their best foot forward, representing the country and getting the experience.
true. That is so true. Look forward to watching the games. I think the games are going to be streamed on researches today now. Panam Sports Channel. Yeah, I don't think you have to pay for it because when I went on it, I didn't see anything to be where you have to pay. So I think it's free. Don't quote me on that. I'm not gonna check for myself, but I know it's going to be on Panam Sports Channel. They do have app as well, so if I watch the games, I can watch it there. That's why I'll be watching it, so we can cover whatever happen. But yeah, good luck, gents. Good luck, ladies, and hope you have a fun tournament and stuff. So let's see how it goes from here.
Yep,
Well, Saturday, let's see. Hopefully, we'll get the games on video. Can watch them because I won't be there this Saturday. So let's see. But a good month of rugby, good month, international games, and we have semis and stuff very shortly after this. We have this Saturday game, so full month of games should be fun. Should be fun. So with that said, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to say thank you guys for the support we have been receiving so far. Our subscriber count has grown since we started back. Our TikTok page is growing as well. So thank you guys for the support. I really do appreciate it, and thank you for continuing supporting us. We do have a lot more content coming to you guys, a lot more interviews and a lot more stuff in the works. So I hope you guys enjoy that as well. But
yeah, man. The NRL crash out session then will return as well, 'cause. Yeah, we all know how that goes already, Yeah, man, pick up yourself for beating Cowboys already. Yeah, man.
again,
At least one of us in the group left with
hey,
something happy.
yes, but much appreciated. Keep supporting us, ladies and gentlemen. Um, we are here to give you all the content that you guys need. You guys need, and we'll try our best to cover both league and rugby union, um, and other stuff as well. But thank you again. And welcome to another episode, the end of another episode. Doc, no cussing this week, hopefully not.
Bro, I don't like the fact that it's a new generation of podcast for us, and we still have it that I am the problem. I don't like that for myself. Don't like that
I'm
for myself at all. At all.
not saying anything about let's just
No, no, when you're playing into the fans, but I understand.
Alright, come to another the end of another episode. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Remember to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Um, Left in the comments, we read them. We might not respond, we read them. I see somebody respond for the last the last episode we do with Ricky. Man say for
Mm.
call names who we are talk about. But we will not get into that.
I wonder who that coming. I forgot look for it. What the
We,
fuck? Me I go check. Yeah, let me
let,
go
we
and
will
check
not-
right now.
let me end this podcast. We talk off the air.
Yo, this one.
So see you guys on the next one. We hopefully we should have two more interviews coming. So we see you guys then. Thank you again. Remember like, share, and subscribe, and we see you guys next
I
week
never,
when we
if I
cover
never, if I never
Game
this
Week
about that.
8. We see you guys next week and cover Game Week 8. So bye.
Take care.